I'm Shannon Clark, founder of Havensafe, and the purpose of this presentation is to provide an update. I'll be talking through our latest outcome data as of December 11th, 2024, providing a snapshot of rental assistance programs in Santa Clara County. I want to discuss the total addressable market of homelessness prevention and rental assistance opportunities in Santa Clara County, and then I'll offer a conclusion. At Havensafe, we seek to proactively catch each person before they become homeless via rental and deposit assistance. So far, since we began operation 6 months ago, we've helped 363 unique individuals in their journey to avoid homelessness, including 150 children, and in total, this is 164 households. This is our call volume over time, and just 2 weeks ago, we were added to the 211 database, such that most calls are starting to become triaged towards Havensafe on an ongoing basis, leading to a spike in call volume. One of the most powerful aspects of Havensafe is our highly responsive, volunteer-run call center. At the same time that someone calls us, they're able to secure key information that they need in order to navigate their situation. 26 families were able to secure rental assistance payments with our help, as well as deposit assistance payments. Currently in Santa Clara County, there are many resources for rental assistance. The predominant resource is called the Homelessness Prevention System, or HPS, which is operated by Santa Clara County and run by a nonprofit called Sacred Heart. There's also an emergency assistance network, Here For You Shelter Line, where they have a program called Homelessness Problem Solving. They've earmarked some of their resource for offering rental assistance for individuals in dire need for homelessness avoidance. We have the Housing Industry Foundation, a private foundation that offers up to $2,500 once in a family's lifetime. Chronicle Season of Sharing, which offers up to $5,000 once every 5 years for a given family. There's a church network called St. Vincent de Paul, but they only tend to offer about $400 of rental assistance. And then there's some programs for formerly incarcerated individuals who must have been in prison in the past year. As a county, we have a lot of money for rental assistance grants. The Homelessness Prevention System boasts $17 million, and sources have informed me that they now have potentially $30 million. The Emergency Assistance Network has $1 million for rental assistance. Chronicle Season of Sharing has earmarked $3 million for Santa Clara County. And Housing Industry Foundation Emergency Housing Fund has about $500,000 available for residents in Santa Clara County. When you add these all up, it's about $21 million currently available in the form of grants for rental assistance. Now let's look at the total number of persons who are homeless in Santa Clara County in relation to rental assistance. In the point-in-time count in 2023, they found that there were 9,903 individuals who are unhoused on one night in January. Based on the point-in-time count, there were 7% who were homeless or had been homeless for 30 days or less, 29% who were homeless for less than a year or non-chronic, and then 65% of the people surveyed on that night were homeless for 1 year or more. So the idea here is that about 1/3 of this population dips in and out of homelessness throughout the year. So the total number of persons who experience homelessness in a given year is much greater than 9,903. If we assume that 65% of this 9,900 cohort were chronically homeless, this yields 6,440 persons who are chronically homeless. This is the demographic that Havensafe will not be assisting unless we focus on offering deposit assistance to support exits from homelessness. A statistician suggested that based on this data, we can assume that about 6,000 people are homeless for 1 to 11 months in a given year, and 8,300 people are homeless for 30 days or less throughout a given year. So while on one night, 65% of people were chronically homeless in January 2023, overall, throughout the year, 69% of people who are homeless at some point are homeless for less than 1 year, so non chronic. And that overall, there are 14,300 people who dip in and out of homeless in a given year without becoming chronically homeless. Through rental assistance, we're hoping to catch these 14,300 people before they fall into homelessness on a temporary basis. There were 2 studies that affirmed that offering rental assistance could eliminate at least 25% of all new homelessness in the Bay Area, California. Using the assumption that there's 14,300 people dipping in and out of homelessness and not becoming chronically homeless in a given year, and multiplying that by the 25% avoided by rental assistance, we can expect to address 3,575 persons in avoiding homelessness in a given year through rental assistance. To provide further detail about the studies supporting 25%, this was a study conducted by the Benioff Homelessness and Housing Initiative in 2023, one of the largest studies of homelessness in the Bay Area, California. Individuals who are homeless reported primary reasons for leaving their last housing. 12% reported loss or reduced income, 7% a conflict with a property owner, and 6% poor housing conditions, all of which can result in evictions or leaving their housing. These types of situations are preventable through rental assistance. But if you also look at the conditions that include yellow stars, conflict among residents can lead to somebody leaving their home, or someone not wanting to impose or wanting their own space, which is something that happens after someone's left their previous home and perhaps they're doubled up in a new home, leading to homelessness. And then finally, there's a lot of situations we see at Havensafe where someone becomes sick or disabled and there's a change in income. Maybe someone was on SSI and then they passed away, leaving the family in the lurch. These are all conditions that we combat at Havensafe by offering rental assistance. The 2023 point-in-time count also supports the approximate 25% potential for prevention, citing that 26% of respondents said that rent or mortgage assistance could have avoided their bout of homelessness. But interestingly, 26% additionally said that employment assistance could have avoided their bout of homelessness. At Havensafe, we help a lot of people get in touch with emergency jobs and increase their income so that they can qualify for one-time rental assistance. For 2 of the funds that we work with, Housing Industry Foundation and Chronicle Season of Sharing, in order to qualify, your income next month must be equal to or exceed expenses. At Havensafe, we're working with various employers to make sure that people can quickly find work and get back on their feet. Havensafe seeks to prevent new homelessness with a total addressable group of 3,575 newly homeless persons each year, which equates to 1,192 households each year, assuming that there's on average 3 people in each household. Based on the data collected by Havensafe thus far in our operation, each household needs on average $2,300 to stabilize. If we offer on average $2,300 to each household, and if we assume there's a 10% markup factor, that is 10% of our callers wouldn't have become homeless in the first place, but we're helping them anyways, we need a total of $2.74 million in rental assistance in 2025. In conclusion, Havensafe hopes to fundraise $2.74 million towards creating a Santa Clara County-focused fund for homelessness prevention. This fund will focus on the underserved communities of the working poor and people who aren't considered quote-unquote most vulnerable, for example, being formerly incarcerated. I do want to highlight that Havensafe will not be discriminating on who we help, whether they're vulnerable or not. Our goal is to reduce the total head count of individuals who become homeless in our county. So whoever needs help and is qualified will get help. Though effectively, the working poor are an underserved demographic in our county, so we will end up helping more individuals who are working and may have experienced a work related injury or injury that affects their ability to work, death in the family, medical crisis, or car related emergency, which are all precipitating factors that can lead to inability to cover your rent and eviction. Havensafe will additionally need about $150,000 to continue operation on an annual basis for verifying candidacy of applicants. Thanks for taking the time to tune in and to care enough about homelessness.